briefly about establishing goals for your website. Now, your goals can be anything that you determine or what you want to get back or find to be a rewarding engagement from this endeavor. But primarily, the objective of your website is to increase your readership level of interest based on the content that you're posting and the time that that user spends on your website. It's about gaining their attention and keeping their attention. The things that you measure are the length of that user's visit, the page view, as well as subscribers to your site and canceling subscribers. So basically we're talking about retention. Your measurement tool is Jetpack, which is gone over in another video tutorial. But essentially what you want to do is be realistic. The web is a very big place and this is a very new endeavor, and it will take time for you to get accustomed to how everything works in this universe. And with Jetpack as your measuring device, you'll be able to pay close attention to the numbers, the metrics, and the statistics that your site activity provides you. The big question is it driving traffic, and is what you're doing in your activity driving traffic within your site? Now, an important thing is when you establish these goals, what is good? And it's very important to be patient. Sometimes an article that you post today will take about a month to really show whether or not you're getting a lot of attention, a lot of people are reading, a lot of people are following up and following on calls to action, whether it's to attend a ceremony or to actually engage in a conversation about a topic that you're posting. But it's very important to note that site traffic is based on your activity. The more activity that you create within the site, the higher the traffic will actually be. Now, good numbers, an idea of what would probably be good numbers for your website when you actually go through Jetpack and look at metrics, is having at least about 500 active users. That would be a fair goal to get to for a first year of operation. So by saying 500 active users, we have approximately 500 people that are subscribed to our site, 500 people that are actually commenting and that we can see that are engaged on our site, which we can see via Jetpack as well as the user control panel. Adding an additional 10 to about 100 users per month is also a realistic expectation for the contributions that you make with your site. One way to find out that, or an important way to find out whether or not the content that you are creating is engaging on a one-to-one level, is to poll your audience or the congregation. You actually have the congregation at your disposal, so you can have immediate contact and immediate response of topics that people are interested in and that you can respond to. And so it's very important that activity is driven by the creation of content that's relevant to this your constituency. Another very important component is that the quality of your imagery and video that you use is key. Quality video and imagery is an important component to gaining human attention and human interest, despite whatever your topic may be. And it's also very important to never forget to share it. The reason that you have this tool of WordPress powering your site is because the content is meant to be shared. That is the main purpose of this website. So always use social media. For any article that is of interest, you have the social media tools built into your site, such as Facebook, Twitter, RSS feeds, and so on and so forth. And it's very important to utilize that to spread your message and for site membership to grow. The more people that hear about the site, the more people that become interested in your topics, and the more people that spread the word about what it is you're doing. And never forget traditional email. Most people think about Facebook and all the other new technologies that are in play now, when traditional emailing, so an emailing of a link, or if you email from church correspondence to have your URL in the footer, is important to growing your user database and getting the attention out there. Now, this can also support your goals. And again, that's just briefly what we can touch on. It does go deeper. You can always search the web for any question that you may have in mind, or if you have a specific question of interest, you can always talk to me again at my URL and contacting me directly.